as a business person, where do you see the actual concrete progress in the fight against pollution and climate change?
I would like to say that, in my view, there is absolutely no doubt on the fact that temperatures are rising and the global warming is there, and therefore we have to take actions. And I think that we all in Paris, at least, are convinced that we have to take concrete actions, and we welcome Mr. Macron's initiatives and all the decisions which are going to be taken, both at state level, but also at cities and companies level.
How much of a concern for Seuz are President Trump's policies, or at the very least his attitude to climate change?
You know, Seuz is a company involved in water and waste management, and therefore to be able, for example, to provide water to everybody worldwide is something we are a lot involved, and we are concerned because we see that water resources in general, quality and also volumes are at stake. And in my view, if we don't take initiatives in order to make sure that the necessary resources are available for the population which are going to grow up to 9 or 10 billion in the coming 20 years, and also urbanizations, if we don't take care of that, in my view, we are going to face very difficult issues in the coming 10, 15 years.
Yeah, what is the worst case scenario that you see in terms of water scarcity globally?
If we do not take serious measure in order to contain the global warming below 2 degrees, we will see more and more serious subjects, such as hurricanes that the US have seen in the last 3 months, 3 big hurricanes with very high and strong winds, for example, and we will see this type of events coming in many different countries. In the meantime, some countries will run out of water due to the fact that there are a lot of drought coming in Australia, in Africa, in Middle East, etc. So yes, we have to take action, and we have to take action soon, rapidly, if we want to make sure that by the end of the century, the planet will have a temperature raise below 2 degrees.
Which countries are setting a good example in terms of how to deal with water scarcity?
Good example of what can be done, in my view, is to combine what can be done in the cities with what can be bring by the company. So cities and company, they have to work together in order to make sure that cities keep, let's say, keep populations living in a reasonably good conditions, both in terms of water, but also in terms of energy and in terms of mobilities, because I think that one of the major subjects we will have to save and to solve in the coming years for the big cities are the big pollutions.
Mr. Chaussade, what are the big opportunities for Seuz in this environment?
You mean for a company like Seuz?
Exactly.
Yes, we call that the resource revolution for Seuz. It means that we are becoming a provider of new resources. It could be circular economy. It means secondary raw materials, for example. It could be biogas, biomethane, for example. It could be reuse water. It could be desalination water. There is a lot of options for a company like Seuz in order to provide solutions to what is becoming quite hotter planet or warmer planet today.